Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to give a summary of what we have so far covered in terms of these bosons and what else, tau particles, alpha, beta decay. Just a summary of everything, what affect the bosons, yeah, muons, gluons. Pretty much summing up what we've done so that we can move ahead with other things. So just in summary, what we have covered in this respect. First, where we talked about molecules, what are atoms, what are subatomic particles, and the fly is also coming in, yeah, and what are quarks, pions, what are hadrons, baryons, mesons. So far we covered all this. So I'm just going to give a summary and we see how to move. So we talked about boson, the God particle, and the God particle is the name. I've told you how it originated by fate. It was held that this thing exists, and finally it was found to be there. So now what's the difference between W and Z boson? I told you. So the two charged. What do you understand by the word charge? In an atom we have protons, neutrons and electrons. So now when an atom has more protons and an even number of electrons and protons, then it carries a charge. Negatively charged means negative. Positively, protons, positive, the two carry charges, and this is how energy is created. So here they say that the two charged W bosons each have a mass of about 80 GeV/c squared. Now Ge means giga electron volts, c squared means speed of light, whereas the neutral Z boson has a mass of about 90 GeV/c squared. Now in weak interactions, which I told you in the previous video what weak interaction is, and if you don't know, you can go back and watch that. What is weak interaction in nuclear? We have four forces. We have gravity, we have electromagnetism, we have strong force and weak force. Now we're talking of weak interaction where W boson, these bosons break the symmetry and create matter, yeah. So we're going there. So now in weak interaction, W and Z bosons interact with each other as well as with all the quarks and leptons. I told you the quarks are the fundamental units of fundamental particle, right? I think nothing lies beyond the, okay, there's a supposition there's a prions, but it's fundamental part of matter. It means smallest. There may be nothing lies beyond that, we assume so. And so yeah. So why are bosons called so is because Higgs boson is better known by its colloquial name. That's a colloquial name I told you in the previous video, because as a God particle, because for a long time, for generations, scientists believed that it existed. Now, why is W boson a beta decay? I told you. So I assume that you already know what boson is. Why is it in a beta decay? And before I go far, let me see whether I can. If you guys are watching me, so by now you know what's a beta decay. Now in a beta decay, the nucleus either loses a proton or gains a proton, right? And in alpha decay, the nucleus loses two protons. So here I'm talking about beta decay. So the question here is, why is W boson a beta decay? In a beta decay, a neutron composed of two down quarks and an up quark decay to a proton composed of a down quark and two up quarks. So I told you what the quarks are. So when I'm saying down and up quark, it should not confuse you. These are just terms used to reference these things. Otherwise, how do you describe them? So there's up quark and down quark. So like in a proton, there are two up quark, one down quark. In a neutron, there's one up quark and two down quarks. Just a way to describe them. And you know the number of quarks that exist. Charm quark, strange quark, top quark, bottom quark, up quark, down quark. This is what we have given them, the terminologies. So now let's go on. Why is W boson a beta decay? In a beta decay, a neutron composed of two down quarks and an up quark decay to a proton composed of a down quark and two up quarks. You see now, a neutron changes to a proton, and in the process, an antineutrino and an electron are emitted. So matter has been created here. When this process is taking place, matter gets created, and the matter that gets created is the electron and the antineutrino when this process is taking place. So you see the W boson, how it is interacting with these hadrons. You know, the most stable part of hadrons are protons and neutrons. You see the boson, W boson, Higgs boson is interacting with this, and it says that the proton changes to a neutron. Similarly, a neutron will change to a proton. So the W boson is the mediator of the transformation of a down quark into an up quark. That's how important it is. Otherwise, it will not take place. And if this didn't exist, the universe will not exist as we know it. We won't exist, nothing will exist. Because without particle, which forms matter, and we are all made out of matter, then what will exist? So you can see how important Higgs boson is. So I'm actually repeating, because if you go back, you'll find all this in those videos, but I'll give you a summary. Now, somebody will ask you, GV/c squared means a giga electron volts divided in the speed by the speed of light. Okay, that's what it means. C squared is the speed of light. So it's a measure, actually. You go further, electron volts is a measure of energy, and it's the energy gained by an electron crossing a potential of 1 volt. Now 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 times 10 raised to the power minus 19 joules. So 1 GeV is equal to 1.6 times 10 raised to the power minus 10 joules. Yeah. So let's go next. I think, guys, I won't be able to give all the entire summary of this because it's quite a lot. But let's see how much we can be able to cover, and I think we have to pause here because of some activity. We carry on from here.